I do basically, here's the idea, okay? I want to basically go through and play the mainline entries in the Castlevania franchise, and then we're gonna do a big video on the ConnorClipsOfficial channel where we kind of talk about every single Castlevania that we played and showed footage. So it'll be a very, very long video, but I basically just want to experience all the Castlevanias. I will probably play Aria of Shadows 2 as well on the side because people really like that one. Basically, we're gonna play 64, and then there's 2 more games after that. There's, I forgot what the names are. They're like 2 PS2 games, and then that will be done. We'll be done with Castlevania for, at least for now. There's actually very few non-mainline CV games. Well, okay, when I say mainline, I mean like main console release, because there are a lot of other Castlevania games. There's a lot of ones on the DS and PSP as well that I'm probably not going to touch, which is, you know, I know people are going to get mad about that. But it is what it is. Aria of Shadows is mainline. Okay. This is the this is where it's gonna cause issues, okay? Because what I wanted to play is only the main console releases. I'm not trying to play DS releases. But I probably will play Aria of Shadows just because that game apparently is amazing and I want to play it. But like, we're gonna play like Lament of Innocence, I think is one of them. I think Darkness as well. There's Lament of Innocence, and I think there's like Lament of Darkness we need to play. And then there's also people who are watching who are like, I don't know what any of these fucking words mean. I'm going into this blind as well, so if you don't know anything, don't worry. I also don't know anything. So we're all going into this completely blind. What are these words you're saying? Yeah, so I understand that like, most of these we won't get. Some people are saying that it's a sequel. Okay, so Symphony of the Night was on PlayStation 1, which is a main console release, and then Aria of Shadows came out on DS. And the reason why I'm not counting that in like this kind of linear thing I'm trying to play is that I only want to play the main console releases from like before, you know, obviously now we don't really have main console releases. It's not really a thing anymore. But, you know, going from like NES all the way to like PS2, when they kind of stopped. After that is when they stopped releasing kind of what you would consider like a main console entry. But I'm definitely going to play Aria of Shadows because I know that is probably one of the most requested Castlevania games I get asked to play. So I definitely will play that. So don't worry, if you want me to play that, I will. There are a lot of stuff outside of that. And look, I might play them in future or not. But basically for this video, I just want to play the main console releases. Because I know this is kind of where the franchise gets a little odd. You know, it gets a little weird given that it kind of strays from the formula. But look, it's a Nintendo 64 game. This is when all the games were trying so desperately to do something new. You know, they were like, let's go 3D. And not every franchise was built for 3D, truthfully. So it's a little, you know, it's a little tough. Oh dear God, good luck on the 64. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, oh God, it's going to be scuffed. But you know what? It'll be fun. Is it going to be stable? If I know. I mean, look, we'll try our best. We'll do what we can. I have backup options if this doesn't work.
Any interest in Donkey Kong 64?
No.
Seeing you go full monk and getting to see you attempt platforming would be absolute cinema.
No. I'm not touching that game. I'm not touching. Look, I've heard enough horror stories about that game as a collectathon.